Okay, so when it comes to nutrition, it's not about setting you this perfect exact diet. You don't need to, or at least at this point, you don't need to set an exact diet, right? You just want to make progress. So you're coming in here to improve, okay? So treat your nutrition the same way. Treat your nutrition as progress, all right? Now, if you recall what I was talking about in the habits, the easiest way to reinforce a habit is to make lots of little steps forward rather than steps backwards, okay? Eventually you're going to get there, but if you make things too hard for yourself and you hate doing it, then eventually you're gonna subside to your old ways. So the number one form of motivation is seeing progress, okay? So all you need to do is keep creating progress along the way, and eventually you're going to become more and more and more dialed in, right? If we go from 0 to 100, you might make progress, but you hate the process, so you haven't reinforced these habits. All you need to do is to make these incremental changes along the way. You'll see that progress, you'll be motivated, you want to step it up again. You see that progress, you'll be motivated, you want to step it up again, okay? But you want to do it in a way where you are feeling comfortable. So what I want you to do when it comes to your nutrition is to start making changes, okay? Now, if you really want to get the most out of this, this is the way I want you to approach it. Get an app like MyFitnessPal where you can track your nutrition, okay? Now, this isn't a do forever thing, okay? I know that can be very off-putting, very time-consuming for people, but it is essential that you do it initially so you can find out exactly what's going on. Log everything that you eat on MyFitnessPal and get an idea. Just look at the stuff, right? See how many calories you're consuming. Have a look at how much protein, fats, carbohydrates you're consuming. Most of us have a general idea of what's good or what's bad. When you look at it, when you're putting your food in, you can see, wow, actually that's probably not the best for me. That's probably not the best for me, right? And so already you can just start extracting things that aren't good or things that don't fit into your diet or you don't think are great, and just start taking them off one by one, okay? Don't do a big flip in your diet, okay? Eat the things that you typically eat and start taking away these things that you don't think contribute to your diet. Now, if you want more of a direction than that, if your goal is to lose weight, okay, your first step, right? Put everything you then consume over MyFitnessPal, see on average how many calories you're consuming a day, and literally just trim off, 200-300 calories. Get used to it, get comfortable with it, and then start trimming off some more. Okay, you want to be able to get towards this point where if just say you're feeling super hungry because you've made this complete change in your diet, you hate the food, plus you're super hungry because you're not eating anything, right? These are two barriers that you got to try get over. Eventually they're going to win, you're not going to get over. But if you can just do one little thing at a time, right? You just extract one food, everything else about your diet you enjoy, your calories are only a bit lower, so you're probably not going to be super hungry. If you're comfortable with that, then you take the next step. Then you take the next step, okay? That is going to be the easiest way to make progress. The next thing I want you to think about is upping your protein intake. I can almost confidently say that you don't consume enough protein because 99% of the people that I speak to and I get them to show me what they're eating, they don't consume enough. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to consume excessive amounts, but a general kind of guide aiming for about a gram of protein per pound of weight. Okay, now everyone's individual, but I just wanted to give you something kind of tangible to aim towards, all right? Trying to get as close to around that number as you can. Now, when you're doing all this exercise, a big thing we're trying to do is recover as well as help the muscles grow. Even if we are trying to lose weight, we're never really trying to lose muscle, right? So protein is there to build your muscle. So you want to make sure you're getting enough to recover as well as make sure our muscles are growing. Now, don't worry, if you're worried about getting too bulky, you're not going to. As long as your calories are low, okay, you can't get too bulky. Your body has a cap as to how much muscle you can put on, okay? Now, once you start making these little changes, right, you started taking off these foods that don't align with your goals. Once you start decreasing your calories by a little bit, increasing protein by a little bit, you'll start to see some change, okay? From there, once you get the grasp of that, then come reach out to us. We can give you an idea. We've got myself is a dietitian. All of our coaches have other special areas of specialty, okay? But we can help you then dial it in even more. But your starting point is just to make progress. Give yourself the opportunity to see that progress, so then you can go on and make more progress, be more motivated, more hungry.